Rocky. Welcome to Spirit Forest. As you know, we are 100% off-grid here, which means that we have no sewer, we have no electricity, and no water. So I have come up with some solutions to try to fix that. Now, my biggest thing is that Rocky drinks about 2 to 3 gallons a day of water, especially when it's in the 70s here and really nice and warm. He drinks a lot of water and he needs a lot of water. So I have to make sure that I always have water here for him. I have a 7-gallon container that I bring up from home, and I can fill it with water. It takes about 20 minutes to drive there and back to fill it with water. But I would like something a little bit more secure here, so something that is always here that we could just pump some water out. We also use a lot of water when we're doing dishes. I love to cook, and cooking for 4 people creates a lot of dishes. I don't like producing a lot of trash, so we use dishes instead, and we need to come up with a solution to washing our dishes as well. So this solution I'm going to show you today hopefully will alleviate some of this issue with our water. And so I have this really nice canvas tent with a really big tarp on top. So when it rains, where does the water go? So I felt that this was a really good opportunity to collect some of that water that comes off the tarp and put it into a food-safe barrel. I have purchased this barrel. It was back in the fall. It was about $20, and it comes with a little pump as well. It doesn't have a faucet on the bottom, but you pump your water out of it. I've also purchased some supplies from Home Depot, which would be the gutter and a little spout to come down. I didn't have a lot of funds when doing this project, so I kind of worked with what I had, and you know, it's going to be a work in progress, so we'll see kind of how it goes and how much water we can collect. It doesn't rain here that often, which is really unfortunate, and it's the reason why we have a lot of fire bans. So when it does rain, it pours rain. So we'll see if it fills the barrel, which would be one of my concerns. But again, when I said it, you know, maybe rains like once a week or so. It's really sunny here, and we'll try to collect as much water as we can. This will be really good for, you know, washing our feet off and our hands off. This won't be drinkable water for us, but it will be drinkable for Rocky. And for us, we might use it to wash some dishes and so forth as well. I do have a water filtration system that I could use if I needed to. I want to disguise this water barrel so that in the winter time we could just put it underneath the deck and no one would be able to see it. So I spray painted it kind of a color, and I thought that it would be really fun just to have our little branding, our little logo on there with a little water drop. I thought that would be fun for the kids and also fun for me as well. It's a lot better than having a really bright blue barrel sitting right here and really noticeable by the road. So I really try to hide stuff as much as possible when out here. Here is the gutter here. So the theory is that the water drains from the top of the tarp down into the gutter, and then it passes through some little bit of filters that I have. I'm gonna have to buy another one. I was thinking that it laid a little bit differently than it did, but it really just lays on the top, so all of the debris and so forth goes up on the top here. And but you'll see that there is a gap down below that where the water travels. So I will buy another one of these, so when the water comes through, all the debris and stuff will go through this. And then I have the water traveling through this pipe and into my water barrel. Now I kind of ran out of funds, but I think this will work for now. I'll come up with some other solutions, I'm sure. This is just something I had at the house. Instead of getting a little net, I will get a little net here eventually, but for right now I'm just going to use this towel. And in fact, this probably will filter out more than a little like a mosquito type net or a screen will anyways. And I did test it, so you can see how it does. And then I'll show you a little bit later what this is for, the other side. I don't have a spout on the bottom of it, so I do have to pump the water out. And again, this water isn't going to be water that we're going to drink. This is going to be water that we're just going to, water the plants, give Rocky some water. If we need water for something really quick, maybe we want to wash our feet off or whatever it may be, this is what the water is going to be for. Just got back from the lake. I have a lot of projects here, and I think it's time for playtime too, so I took some time and played out on the lake. And it was a windy day, but was able to have a lot of fun, and Rocky stayed in his crate the whole time, and he did really good. So what I'm going to show you now is This came with this container. I've never used it before. I'm pretty sure it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a pump system. I did put some water in there. I put about 7 gallons or so of water. Let me just screw this on. Look at that. Look at this. Can you get him drinking? You got him? Mm-hmm. You want some? That's for you. Look at that. Look at that. You want some more, buddy?